A shadow of impossible size loomed over the valley as the sun began to bleed. Terror had paralyzed the ranks of men who once called themselves brave soldiers. Into this atmosphere of despair walked a boy who knew nothing of war or iron. He saw not a monster to be feared, but a challenge that required simple faith. The king sat in his darkness, weighed down by a crown that offered no answers. This young shepherd spoke of victories won in the hills against lions and bears. Heavy bronze armor was not made for a soul that moved with the grace of spirit. He stepped away from the steel and sought the quiet strength of the riverbank. Smooth stones were chosen with the same care a craftsman uses for his finest work. 5 small weights were tucked away, the only weapons he would need for the day. The distance between the boy and the giant felt like an ocean of sun-baked dust. A roar of mocking laughter shook the canyon walls as the giant looked down in scorn. Massive footsteps hammered the earth, kicking up clouds of ancient, choking grit. The shepherd stood his ground, a small point of stillness in a world of violence. His eyes remained fixed on the target, unblinking against the harsh desert wind. Then, with a sudden burst of speed, he ran toward the very thing others fled from. The leather sling became a blur of motion, singing a song of impending judgment. One stone was released, cutting through the air like a bolt of silent lightning. Time seemed to freeze as the small pebble found its mark against the brazen brow. The mountain of a man faltered, his strength vanishing like mist in the morning. A thunderous crash echoed as the giant fell, returning to the dust of the valley. Those who had boasted of their power now scattered like leaves in a sudden gale. In the quiet that followed, the shepherd simply picked up his staff and walked on.